Okay, so this is session fifth. I can't even say numbers right. Good day for me. Session 53 is where we're actually at. Um, I think what is relevant from a recap based on how long it's been is that you guys have entered the fourth floor of the tomb. Uh, I think you guys, I missed and nobody else remembered, and I'm not. There's a plaque on the stairwell entering this floor as every other floor has been. It's actually in the northwest corner of the stairwell, and I posted it in chat. So hopefully it's up there for you guys to see. But it does have, as every other floor has had, some cryptic clues about this floor. The balcony, Teresa, that you are on, that west side balcony, is overlooking down onto a room that has four giant gargoyle statues. I will describe those in depth if we go back into that room. The hallway heading off to the west that I have put Kellic and Azora in, along with Orvex and Keshma, the stone genie lady. All the way to the west, there is a large stone door on either side of it. I'm sorry, it's a bronze door. On either side of it are sculptures in the wall. If you want to take a closer look at them, you can do that. The hallway leading north above Kellic and Azora, I think you guys determined that there is kind of right here, right at the top of the stairs, there is a seam in the ceiling, as if there is some sort of trap there, but nobody was able to figure out what it was. At the bottom of this stairwell that descends down, Xanthiel is standing next to a chest that she smashed to pieces. She smashed the lid of it into splinters, and it, at least from a visual inspection, is empty. Xanthiel then tried to enter the room and collapsed the portion of tiles to the north of her, and that is a 15-foot deep pit of acid.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, it was
It's
like 10 feet wide,
yeah,
and we had to jump over it to get across.
and I think you had left right after that happened. Um, the room you are in now is basically a large area, and then there's a pair of stairs leading up to a balcony on the top of the room. And I will actually get the description of this room just to give it to you guys again, because I think this is about where we left off. But so, not including the obvious acid pit that has been revealed, this room has four marble columns supporting a ceiling of a grand tomb. Twin staircases ascend to an upper gallery where there is a large carving in the form of a giant maze on the wall. On the floor of the tomb, that thing that is pulsing different colors of light, there's an opaque crystal sarcophagus that is changing color. There are Minotaur murals adorning all of the walls of this room. I think you guys had kind of looked at the maze. The maze itself appears to be slowly shifting, and you can see like miniature torches and little glowing and glimmering points of light in some of the places in the maze. The maze is this thing on the north side of the room. So basically imagine somebody bought some really nice dungeon tiles for their tabletop, put it sideways and mounted it on a wall, and it's constantly changing. That's what that maze up on the wall looks like. And I think that covers this room. So I'll pause there. Any comments, questions, or anything right now?
Are any of the points of light inside the maze colored?
Each of them is a different color. You can make out, even from a distance, you can see that there are blue, gold, purple, green, red points of light kind of in places on this maze as the maze slowly kind of scrolls by. And
Yeah, I
Yazadi,
was thinking, I had
go
a
ahead.
crazy idea. Can Keshma squeeze through this hallway?
She can with difficulty. I think the challenge right now would be she can get to the end of it, but there's no way for her to get. I think where we were, I had moved Keshma just out of the way, but I think Xanthiel, basically Keshma would need kind of a straight shot through, otherwise she's going to block the whole hallway.
So I was saying, what if she planks her way across and then we just walk across her?
Uh,
I don't think she'll take too kindly to that suggestion.
Which is fine. Royalty always like helping out their charges.
Keshma lets out a sigh that literally sounds like stones grinding.
I think that means she's all for it.
And says, if you can't think of any other way to pass that gap, fine. If it gets us closer to the end of this tomb, I will do it.
It was an idea. May not be a good idea.
She just kind of looks at you as you say, not a good idea.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Bergeron,
I don't want to swim in it again.
do you want to play Kellick's character?
Yeah, I could play Kellex.
Oh, yeah, sure. His dialogue is very, very complicated. I was thinking just blinking,
And
but
yeah, I was gonna say in the bird blink. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Now I changed my mind. No way, I can't do it. It's too complicated. And just getting to do whatever you want, it's too complicated. I'll play Kellic.
For what it's worth, I'm going to pause for just a second. So the plaque to this level of the floor, like I said, I put it in chat, but I'll read it right now. The lines on this plaque are death to fire, dine or drown, precious air and falling sand. The second line reads, the army sleeps in silence. The third line says, the mirror holds 12. The fourth line says, find the iron scepter's twin. And the fifth and final line says, the maze holds the key. Because I think I forgot that before last time. Or whenever we came down that stairwell. They only put it like 20 pages apart in the book, so my apologies.
Right.
The maze holds the key. Well, the only maze that I know of is that turntable maze. Unless there was something else that we missed.
Sebastian, are you doing anything in particular up there?
Or like the maze is shifting. Like if I touch part of the maze, does it just like push my hand as it moves?
So you reach out and try to move or like see what the maze is doing and touch it?
Yeah.
As you touch the maze, the world kind of goes foggy around you for a moment, and you find yourself standing in a 15-foot high passageway, walled by smooth, featureless stone. There are torches on the hall or on the walls, and you can see that there's no ceiling, but there is a fog shrouding the air above you. You can just make out a massive-looking version of the room you were standing in a moment before. You can probably surmise that you have literally just been teleported into that shifting maze.
Lovely.
So Sebastian's token is there. I don't have a thing for this. If you want to muck about the maze, basically let me know what you want to do and I can figure that out. I'll pause there for a second and go back to the rest of the group. You guys had the idea of having Keshma help you get into this room. Are you guys do you want to do that or do anything else right now?
Unless someone has a better idea. I'm trying to think because I can't shift the ground because of the stupid rules of this place. The only other thing that I could think of is an equally silly idea, which is to make a zombie bridge.
I will point out it is a 10-foot gap,
Yeah, exactly.
which I don't know if any of you, like from a rules perspective, I don't know if anybody could fail jumping that. Unless you roll a 1.
I probably could. I have negative strength.
Oh, it's only a 10-foot gap. I mean, Calic will fly over. Like,
Is it a strength check or
So
a dex check?
it's no. So a long jump, just because I feel like we might be a little over worried about the length of this gap.
I think it's more the fact that if we fall into that pit, it's an insta kill
So-
for me or Theresa.
So just to give you the rule, when you make a long jump and you move at least 10 feet beforehand, you automatically cover your strength score in distance. If you want to try and jump further, you can make an athletics check. But like Xanthiel, you can clear a 16-foot gap with a running jump. I think we maybe have
Cool.
one person. Yeah, Teresa can clear 8 feet without trying. Like Yaza can jump 18 feet. So I guess
So you're saying I could like pick up Theresa and then like jump across it?
I'm just saying I think you guys might be over worried about. I don't know how anybody but Teresa can even fail to cross this pit by just casually striding forward and jumping.
Yeah, but also now that I remember it, this pit, we checked for traps. Like Xanthiel has a passive perception of 23 and didn't see it. So what guarantee is there that, like, say we jump over it and then fall into another acid pit?
Well,
Iku and
I
Sabat.
and Iku have been walking around in this room.
Oh, Iku is a celestial, but yeah, I guess that makes a point. Fuck it, why not?
You jump
Grim,
over.
can you give me control of Calic too? Because I was going to roll a perception check, but I realized I don't have control.
Yeah, let me adjust.
Theresa, where you at?
Let's go.
Climb on my back and I'll jump over.
I'm just gonna leave my zombies here for the time being.
Cool.
Unless your Theresa weighs around 2,100 pounds, I can probably carry you.
She's a waif.
And I guess I'll jump over. Unless there's
So-
like another acid pit and I'll die.
I guess for anybody who can see this, you know, it's just a beautiful moment as the tiny necromancer hair billowing behind her is carried over this pit of acid on the back of her centaur companion. It's almost like My Little Pony, except the exact opposite, because both of you are
Well, no,
not-
we'd
not
both
nice
fit on that
people.
show.
You're not nice people and you're in the Tomb of Annihilation. So it's just so tonally shifted that it doesn't even make sense.
Wait, no, I've made non-evil characters before.
I'm
I
going to
think.
pause here while that happens. Sebastian, you're in the maze. Do you want to do anything while you're in the maze?
Can I see lights inside the maze?
Looking up at the fog, so you're in a maze that has 15-foot high walls, right? And there's like a path in front of you, a path behind you.
Right.
You can see kind of in the fog above you in some directions. You can kind of, it seems like there are things giving off light that are not the torches. Like the torches give off, you know, a guttering, flickering light. They're kind of choked by all this fog too. They're not burning particularly brightly, but you can just kind of make out that there are some steady light sources also kind of bouncing around in that fog. From where you are down in the maze, you can't really tell what direction. Like it's just like kind of maybe off that way. If I start going for a bit, I might find something. Make sense?
Yeah. All right. Sure. I will start wandering the maze.
Can you roll a d100 for me?
Sure.
Oh no. And Sebastian's dead.
That 48. Right now, as you wander the maze, you just kind of continue to. You're basically like following pathways and trying to make decisions.
Right.
Give me one more roll, just to. Since you're the only one in the maze, I kind of want to give you 2 rolls, just to see if anything interesting happens. 7. Yeah, you're still kind of wandering the maze. If you want to do anything in particular or do anything in particular, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of keep.
I'm just
Go ahead.
kind of making my way around, looking for distinguishing features or landmarks.
Sure. Okay. I'll cut back and then I'll cut back to you. I'm just gonna kind of cut back and forth. Okay, so Yaza and Kellic, are you guys coming across?
Kellic's gonna fly. He's not even gonna jump. None of that nonsense. He's just gonna fly.
Should I?
Because that's what Kellic would do.
I think Kellic might actually just walk onto the ceiling just because he's an asshole.
That he could also do that too, but like he's not gonna jump over because
Yeah.
that's just bullshit. to
I'm
him.
just putting it out there. Like, as long as I'm here, I figure, seems like a thing he would do.
Yeah,
Cool.
totally.
He successfully flies, given that he can naturally fly, being an Aarakocran.
And then Yaz is gonna jump over.
Cool. As Yaza, you're jumping over, you succeed, because you can't fail. Kellic, you notice... I'm just going to say you, because otherwise I'm going to go insane with my pronouns.
Yep.
So, Kellic, you notice that all of these Minotaur murals on the entire bottom half of this room, below the banisters above, they all have seams in the stone. So it looks like potentially these murals may open or have some mechanism in them that is not meant to be viewed by those who don't have quite such a high passive perception.
I mean, Kellic's just gonna assume that Xanthiel can already see this, and Kellic's just gonna like, ah! That's it. Like,
I think we're the same now at passive perception.
Oh,
At
do
least
you have
when
that
it
too,
comes to traps and
Xanthiel?
that.
Yeah, you do. You, I'm sorry, Xanthiel. You also notice that.
Yeah.
As you both enter the room, you both notice that there are something's up with these walls. Sebastian, I'll go back to you. Are you still wandering the maze?
Yes.
Want to give me 2 more rolls?
Sure.
Supposed to run everything in combat rounds, but that seems tedious.
Yeah.
So you do come across a small pile of bones. They're just skeletal remains that are so old that you really have like dozens or hundreds of years old. They do look to be the bones of either a small creature or a child, like either a smaller race or a child. But you kind of continue. Yeah, that is what you find.
Any belongings that would have been on that?
A couple of rags, like the last slowly deteriorating remnants of what looks like probably maybe peasants' clothes.
Well, okay.
But like nothing that like catches your attention, if that makes sense.
Right.
Switching back to the room as a whole, at this point, Belcorge is bobbing around, and Sebastian, you see just an enormous, like the size of a castle, beholder float up to the maze and just kind of stare at you. And it's just kind of quizzically watching down at you as you wander the maze. And it's just kind of observing what is happening. You going to check out the maze, Xanthiel?
Yeah, I'm having a look.
So as you look at it, you can see a tiny Sebastian Bertolac wandering around this maze. Belchor's unhelpfully just kind of staring on as this happens, and as you all approach, Belchor's just kind of floats back and up to not be quite so close to everybody.
Can I help guide Sebastian through that? Or can he not hear me?
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian, from your perspective, a Teresa and a Xanthiel that are literally the size of buildings have just kind of walked up and are kind of sideways in the sky above you.
I wonder if I'm like still just as strong as I am when I'm full size. Like if I could do Ant-Man type things.
That'd be pretty cool.
Is there a particular Ant-Man type thing you want to try to do right now?
Yeah, it was just a passing thought.
Like when Sebastian's freed from the maze, still remains that size and just, yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, a 3-inch tall Sebastian that had his full strength and mobility
That'd be
would
terrifying.
Terrifying.
How would you even hit that? That'd be like a negative fucking 16 to hit or something.
I mean, this is the DM's nightmare right here. A smaller than tiny creature that
Yeah, with a stupid high AC.
that can divine smite for however many spell slots they have. Oh.
Right.
GG my encounters. Yeah. So yeah, you guys can see Sebastian kind of wandering around the maze. Or moving about the maze, I guess.
Can you hear us or just see us?
Do you say something to Sebastian?
Yeah, I call out to him like, hello, can you hear us?
So it's a muffled sound and a little quieter than you would expect from somebody who relatively seems to be 5 feet away from you, but you can definitely hear Xanthiel.
Fair enough.
Okay. So I'll stop, look up, and call out, yes, I hear you.
Do I hear Sebastian? Sorry. That's adorable.
That's kind of what you make out from that.
Um,
And it's so
Well-
muffled. It is also incredibly muffled, so it's even just like you can tell that Sebastian is talking.
but it's like Simlish. You don't really get it.
It's been warped and twisted by what's going on here to the point that you can't make it out. But you can clearly see. You can pretty clearly see each other.
Yeah, he's like gesticulating and shit, so I can kind of get what he's
Yeah.
saying, I guess. Okay, so do I see the solution to the maze? I guess I would, because I'd have like a top-down kind of view, almost.
I mean, yeah, you
All
can see
side
there are various glittering points of light in the maze. There's Sebastian's figure. There's also a larger dark figure, kind of slowly wandering the maze.
Oh.
It's kind of hard because this is like, for a sense of scale, this maze is 15 feet by 15 feet, and Sebastian is like the size of a Warhammer mini. So trying to figure out the exact path, like this thing is probably a couple feet from Sebastian. So like far enough away that it is uncomfortable for you to try, like, or not possible to really figure out that there is a creature wandering this maze.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you would be able to actually figure out
I'll tell him that anyway. Like, I'll tell him that there is a big creature and he should probably watch out for it.
We can probably try and indicate with our fingers, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he can see
poking
whatever you
and
do.
Pointing, trying to make noise.
Come again?
Maybe, probably like poking the spot where we see the dark spot.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like give them an idea of where it is. I don't know if sound carries well in this maze.
So yeah, he can. So basically, this is kind of like a
He can
one-way.
hear us, we
It's
can hear him.
It's a one-way verbal communication, if that makes sense. Like you can talk to him, but the only response you can get from him, the only thing you can give back, Sebastian, is gestures, which.
Wacky thought. If I summon spirit guardians, because that hits everything within a 15 foot radius of me, Would that hit the thing, I wonder, in the maze? Probably not, but...
I'm going to say that you have surmised that based on the fact that magic is kind of fucky in this place.
Yeah, probably not.
You would not be surprised if something that you cast out here does not impact Sebastian in there.
Yeah, because then my other theory backup was using animate objects to, like, collapse the maze around Sebastian.
That sounds terribly painful.
No, I mean, like, collapse it in a way that, like, doesn't... Because I'd be able to control them as actual objects. He'd actually just get, like, 10 friends who are basically just moving concrete walls. Or something.
I mean, the maze is magical, and so I guess...
It probably wouldn't work. No, I'm not willing to burn my highest level spells for something that almost certainly won't work.
Well, we're having this deep meta conversation about what may or may not actually work in the rules. Sebastian, do you try to communicate anything, or are you, after noticing them, do you just kind of continue about the maze? What do you do?
So I will gesture like a shrug, like not sure what I'm supposed to do. And then like point and shrug, and then start wandering around again. Like point different directions and shrug. Like I don't know which way to go.
Yeah, and as Teresa said, we can't... Well, you said we can't really see a way to help guide him as such. Because it's too small, right? Like,
what I said is
too small.
The dark figure in the maze is far enough away that you can't clearly, like, direct
indicate
Sebastian to or from it. There are points of light that are not moving in the maze. Like, they are in locations in the maze. And the points of light, as you've been standing here, you notice that they all kind of key to the colors that sarcophagus is shifting through.
So we probably need to guide him towards all the lights, I'm guessing.
Yeah. We could probably, maybe it was like insects to see if we can figure out what's the path before he goes there.
I think the way... I have an idea how I want to run this. I don't necessarily want to make you have to roll an intelligence check for every single one of these, just because I don't want to... I like the idea, so I think, like, the two of you together, looking at the map, watching Sebastian, if you want to try and direct him to the next nearest, point of light, you can figure that out. I guess the question is, Sebastian, if they start directing you, are you just gonna follow that, or how do you want to?
Yeah, I'll follow if they're giving directions.
Cool.
You should always trust the two evil characters in your party. Well, mostly evil.
I think Sebastian and Xanthiel are the only characters on the screen that
Who aren't.
evil.
Yeah.
Well, Iku.
Iku, yeah, I was about to say Iku's not evil.
Iku is secretly evil.
Iku was created from the cosmos that way, so she has no control over it. Cool. So you're directing Sebastian. After a few minutes, as you guys kind of hone your ability to communicate back, or at least Sebastian and the two of you, as you kind of hone your ability to direct Sebastian well, eventually you pass a few more skeletons of various I was about to say make and model, which is a very weird way to describe a skeleton, but various races, ages. Eventually you find a blue crystal key, and you are able to... Well, you find it. Like, the glowing point from your perspective, Sebastian, as you round a corner of the maze, there is a blue, like, grandfather skeleton key made out of a glowing blue crystal lying on the floor of a dead end of the maze.
Neat. I pick it up.
It eats you.
As you pick it up, you pop out of the maze.
Ah, neat.
And you are holding a blue crystal key.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I go to the sarcophagus and I look to see if there are any keyholes.
Looks like there might be 4.
There are actually 6 keyholes on the sarcophagus.
Huh. Are there... Do they look like they're sequenced in any way or somehow like marked with colors?
The keyholes themselves are... So the whole sarcophagus is made out of this like smoky crystal. As the sarcophagus changes colors, all of the keyholes change color with it.
Interesting.
So like whatever the base material is, it seems like this whole thing is the same base material that is pulsating through these colors.
Okay. Well, we found one key. It was associated with a colored light. I imagine there are probably 5 other keys in that maze associated with other colors.
You want to do it again?
Oh, I can go. I think Sebastian went last, so it's only fair we take this in turn. How did you enter it anyway? Because I think I missed it last time.
I touched the maze.
Ah, fair enough. Did it matter where you touched it? I wonder.
Well, I mean, the first place I touched it, I found myself inside.
Fair enough. I will look over where I saw one of those glowing dots, roughly. Because you said there was a couple of them, right?
Yes.
Cool. I poke one of the glowing dots at random.
Okay, roll a... can you just roll a d5 for me?
3.
Cool. 1, 2, 3. So you reach out towards where a purple glow is, and
Yep.
you are transported into this maze. About you come into an empty hallway, but there is kind of an intense in the fog above you, an intense purple glow. And the path you're on kind of has, as you're in a dead end, as you look forward, there's kind of a left and a right, and the purple glow is off to the left.
Sorry, the purple glow is off to the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And was to the right?
Just
Oh, nothing.
fog and guttering torches. Nothing of note.
I head over to the left, keeping an eye out,
As you
just in case.
get to the intersection, can you roll a d100 for me?
Yep.
There is nothing there as you approach the intersection.
Is the light still there, or is it like...
Yeah, as you get to the intersection, it's very obvious that there is a glow coming from the left corridor.
Oh, okay. Well, I go to the left corridor, I guess.
Cool.
Or
So
follow where the light was.
yeah, so you kind of make it forces you into a U-turn, like a maze kind of does. If that makes sense.
Which is extremely fun for a centaur to do, I'm sure.
Well, it's wide enough that it's not uncomfortable for you. I'm sure you're used to walking. And about 20 feet in front of you, you can see lying on the ground, there is a glowing purple key.
Oh, cool. I grab the key.
Cool. You are teleported out of the maze as you grasp it. Write down or remember or take a note somewhere what color key you get, please.
Yep, so purple keys.
I guess I have a notebook in front of me. I can also do this. Hold on. Because I do want to write down who has what key. The moment as a DM when you realize you're saying something that probably sounds really cryptic. So Sebastian, you had a blue key, right? Yeah. Blue.
Correct.
Xanthiel.
A purple one.
Purple. Cool.
I don't mind going again, unless anyone wants to go.
Calic will want to go.
Fair enough.
So he'll do the same thing, just kind of pick one of them at random, click on.
Roll a d4 for me. Hey, so we did that. Kellic, you appear on a very long, straight hallway. It's about 50 or 60 feet long, kind of stretching out, or well, the best way to describe this is about 50 feet in front of you. You see a glowing gold key, or you assume it's a glowing gold key. 50 feet away, you can't really tell what it is, but the source of a golden glow is 50 feet in front of you. You can see along this straight path to that key, there are a couple of paths in the maze that converge upon this hallway that you're in. And then the hallway continues behind you as well.
Want to check for traps?
You do not notice anything out of the ordinary besides this entire scenario.
Yeah.
You don't notice anything strange except everything.
Like,
Yeah.
this
So
is
Kellic will just be like, "Oh, cool," and he'll just walk straight for it.
cool. Give
He
me a
realizes he's of Annihilation. It's probably a trap.
I mean, probably, but that's what Kellic does. He always checks for traps, no matter what, even if it seems stupid.
He checks for secret doors. Is the one he does all the time.
That's true too. And secret doors and traps.
Yeah, I guess technically his path. Well, it doesn't matter. He's not even here. I'm not going to get into that rules digression.
I mean, he's lucky he's getting to do anything right now.
I just want to have a healthy number of PCs because I prefer PCs doing stuff to NPCs. Anyway, okay, so Kellic, as you walk forward, just give me a D100 roll as you approach the key. And I'll say, nothing happens, and Kellic, I'm assuming you just grab the key when you get to it.
Yep.
Boop. Kellic is back out. I'll say you all notice now that that dark figure that was stomping around the maze seems to kind of be fading out and then reappearing in different places at random.
Fun. What color key did Kellic get?
Golden.
Gold.
So there is still a green, red, and a kind of a lack of color, almost like a desaturation effect as you guys have been studying this. Yaza, do you...
So Yaz, I'll go up. And the one that's kind of fading, that's the one she wants to press on.
Cool. You teleport into the maze. Everywhere around you seems like well, you have dark vision, don't you?
Yep.
You notice that because of dark vision, everything seems sapped. Like you get the sense that you're actually relying on your dark vision a little bit to see right now. Like there are torches, but they're almost like half colored, if that makes sense. Canonically, dark vision is black and white, and it's almost like you're on the borderline between using your dark vision and actually seeing, and the darkness kind of intensifies around a corner off to your right. Kind of there's an intersection in front of you, and off to your right there is it seems like the darkness gets deeper in that direction.
That's where Yaza wants to go. She just keeps going.
Cool. As you get to that intersection, which is a four-way, give me a D100 roll. Cool. As you get to the intersection, you can see about 20 feet down the path to the right, there's almost like a a complete desaturation centered on a point on the floor.
Yeah, Yaz, I'll walk straight up to that.
Cool. As you get to it, you find a black crystal key.
Black crystal key.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, Yaza. Yeah, what is Yaza? God,
Yeah, Yaza.
Sorry.
She'll pick that up and
You
she'll
pop out.
grab hold.
You pop out of the maze. Sorry, I think I know you by 4 different names at this point.
Yeah. Hello.
I
mean, that's partially my fault since I killed a character, Minor details, though.
Anyway. So you guys have a purple, a blue, a gold, and a black key. There are still points of light that are green and red in there.
Yaza wants to go see if she can find some more blackness. So she's going to go back again. And no one else goes.
Well, that's quite interesting.
Yaza was born in the darkness. So you try to enter the maze again?
Yeah, I'm going to try to. The red one, though, this time.
As you touch the maze, you just feel the miniature maze sliding beneath you. It seems that you have lost the ability to enter the maze.
I clicked the green one.
The same
I think
thing.
we can only
happens.
enter once.
Yeah, so she walks away kind of like, just like a little sad, but she does it like, she just like a moment of like sadness and then composes herself, walks off.
The chingua on your shoulder intensifies its hair braiding when it senses that you are sad.
Aw.
And then I'll just it's okay. I don't say that, but like we have looks. So I look to it and say it's going to be okay.
And it brightens up and does a fancy braid. I don't know the terms for different braids, so you're just going to have to come up with one.
Like a fishtail braid.
There you go. I don't even know what that is.
It's a fancy braid.
Cool.
So who hasn't gone? I think,
That would
we've
be
all
me.
gone. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to do something here. I wanted to talk to the honey badger.
Oh, the god.
I
Right.
want to ask her, you think you can memorize this pattern?
I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Who's the honey badger?
I don't remember her name. It was the
The stone lady?
awful neutral honey badger. I can't remember what animal it is.
Oh, the thing in your head. Sorry.
Yeah, the thing in my head.
Sorry, I was just like, I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Hold on, let me... Of course I put that in my conversion file, I think. Trickster Gods. You have... Obalaka, yes.
Yeah.
Does Obalaka say anything? Obalaka is risk-averse. Okay, sorry. DM thinking out loud. So we have red and green. The honey badger, Zorbo is the... Zorbo or drop bear, I think, are the terms that I would lock in on this one. Or like the world's most demonic koala.
Have you seen koalas? They're plenty demonic.
But
Yeah, they are.
But even worse. Like if
boy.
it had fangs and glowing eyes, demonic.
They do have glowing eyes at night.
Zorbos are gnarly. I never had you guys fight them. Anyway, so
Fair enough.
Obalaka considers and her voice red or green or red. Well, red is usually fire and green is healing, so I'd go for green.
All right, then. Well, I trust your neurotic judgment. And then Teresa will touch the spot.
Cool. You teleport right at another intersection, and you can see a green crystal key about 30 feet away down the corridor. Can you give me a D100 roll?
Of course.
Cool. Yeah, there's a green glow about 30 feet in front of you.
Well, I will heed the wisdom of the drop bear and head towards it.
Cool. You get to the green glowing crystal key.
Ah, well, that was quite simple. I didn't expect it to be that hard. And when I get out, I wanted to take a look and see if that shadow is just still moving around.
Yeah, so you pick up the key, you're teleported out. Yeah, that shadowy figure is still lumbering about and still kind of... It'll be walking down some twists and turns, and it'll fade out, and then you kind of have to search again to find it, but eventually you do. So it appears like it's fading out and fading in different places in that maze.
Okay.
It appears we need another volunteer.
Yeah, I'll try it again. Unless I'm assuming it won't let me, so either Iku or... Does it let me if I poke it? Or...
No, nothing happens when you poke it. I think as you guys are all kind of debating at a certain point, you hear the voice in your head come back. And the half-size beholder floats forward, finds the red point on the map, and reaches out an eye stalk towards it and disappears. I'm just going to roll a d100 real quick as it kind of floats around. And you see a mini beholder kind of glance around, hover up over the wall of the maze, and hover back down directly to the red key, grab it, and pop back out. And you hear just kind of a guttural chuckle in your minds as it laughs at its thought of flying over the walls of the maze instead of dealing with it in any normal way.
Efficient. So, I guess now we have to figure out if there's some kind of trick to how we use the keys.
Well, I guess Xantha will just insert a key regularly and just keep an eye out.
So do you insert it and try and twist it?
Yeah. Well, insert it but not turn it. Not until every key's in there.
Okay. So you insert it. Your key is inserted.
Oh.
I will insert my key.
Yaza will put in her key, and so will Kellic.
And Belchor is very awkwardly, with two eye stalks, kind of inserts a key.
So are we going... Is the idea here to turn all the keys at once, or are we going to try and turn them in sequence with the changing colors?
Oh,
Thinking
yeah, that's
that
probably better, actually.
we should probably do it all at once.
Yeah. Although, if it does have changing colours, then, yeah, maybe that's an order of how you're supposed to turn them as well. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. We can insert it when our color comes.
Well, yeah, turn it, I would assume, since they're already all inserted and nothing seemed to have exploded yet. He said, hopefully not taunting Murphy.
So how do you guys want to do it?
Wait for a color to come up and then turn the key.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let me Belcorge. I have to write Belcorge down. That's a name I never thought I was gonna write in my book. That's okay. He has the red key. Okay. So I'm just gonna go from the top down. So Sebastian, as the blue color click comes, you turn your key and it clicks. You feel a wave of kind of energy tingle through your arm as you click it, and you gain a charm of the crystal heart. What this does is it grants you immunity to piercing and slashing damage from non-magical attacks, but you gain vulnerability to bludgeoning damage. These effects last for 10 days.
Interesting. I will need to make a note of that.
Do you want me to read it again?
Yes.
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah, so Charm of the Crystal Heart, it grants you immunity to piercing and slashing damage from non-magical attacks, but you gain vulnerability to bludgeoning damage from just bludgeoning damage, and it lasts for 10 days. Let's see. Xanthiel, you're purple. As you turn your key and it clicks, you also feel a surge of energy come down your arm. You gain a Charm of the Maimed. This charm allows you to regrow a lost appendage or organ, such as an arm, a foot, or an eye. After it is used once, it goes away.
Not a bad one. I wrote that down. Charm of the Maimed, regrow an organ, you said.
Regrow a lost appendage or organ. Kellic is too perfect for it to not be Kellic. Kellic gains the charm of treasure sense. While this charm lasts, you can use an action to pinpoint by scent the location of precious metals and stones, such as coins and gems, within 30 feet of you, and it lasts for 3 days.
Precious, so just precious metals and gems, did you say?
Yes. So if it's a shiny, he can smell it within 30 feet if he takes an action. Yaza.
Wait, so that's an action? He has to take an action?
Yes, it's an
smell?
action to
Okay.
smell out treasure within 30 feet. The black key is Yaza. You gain the Charm of 9 lives. When you drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you can choose to drop to 1 hit point instead. This can be used 9 times.
Damn.
Teresa, you have the green key. This grants you the Charm of the Swollen Hag. This charm allows you to spit up a frog as an action. The frog understands you and obeys your commands. You can do this for 10 days. And then Belchor's got the red key, which is the Charm of the Ghoul. This lets Belchor's take an action to eat a mouthful of flesh from a humanoid creature that has been dead no longer than 1 day. When he does so, he regains 3d8 plus 3 hit points.
Nice.
Wow.
He can use it 3 times.
That's not out of the ordinary for freaking Beholder.
I feel like that's lunchtime.
Yeah.
As you
No.
as you all open or click the final key, all of the murals around this room that had the seams grind and release in passageways around them. A bunch of giant Minotaur skeletons begin shambling out of those passageways as the door, or as the chest unlocks. And I am going to add everybody to combat because those Minotaurs are going to attack.
What? They don't want to talk first? Gosh dang it.
And I'm going to roll
Are you
initiative.
sure you don't want to go on our quest?
Huh?
Sebastian needs to befriend everything in this dungeon, including a Sirak, who can be redeemed and turned into a paladin.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
about
thought we
that.
could all just be friends.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, Sirak, why you gotta be like that?
No.
No?
My camera glitched out with all the dice and everything, so I'm trying to reload it real quick.
Ah.
Oh, hey, you know what helps? If I do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think everybody, Xanthiel, roll your initiative,
Sorry. Isn't it?
please.
Oh, I didn't click on it properly. There we go.
Yeah, this is a massive turn order, but I actually want to deal with them individually. Just
Whoa, that is a lot.
so there are
That is fine. Why?
10 of them. And let us begin. It is Kellick's turn.
Yeah, hold on.
Well, that stopped the music. Weird.
Okay, I'm gonna hunter's mark something. Which Minotaur can I see? That's, I guess I'm kind of in the middle, so I can see all of them, right?
You can see every single one of them.
I'm gonna start with this one. I don't know. Can you see where
Yep.
my thing is? So I'll start with that one. I'm gonna hunter's mark it.
Cool. And Kellick gets 3 attacks on his first round, and his first attack, I believe, gets an extra 1d8 damage.
Okay, that's good to know. I didn't think he's gonna be longer than we thought, so he's. I don't even know if he's gonna end up making the session, but I'll play him until he gets here.
I'll try to remind you of at least what I know of Kellick's abilities as we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember. You know, like that's what it's like hunter's mark.
Yeah. His Dread Ambusher gives him an extra attack on the first round, and his first attack on the first round does an extra 1d8 damage.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna shoot it.
Cool.
I think from here, how far is?
He can hit it. He can hit anything in this room.
Okay. Cool. So he's gonna hit that first one over there, like I pointed out.
Cool. That will hit. So it'll do
Really?
damage plus 4 plus 1d8 plus 1d4. So it'll do 10 plus 1d8 plus 1d4. Oof.
Wow. That was so good. Kellick would be proud.
Yep. So that arrow certainly hits. You have 2 more attacks. That'll hit. And you can add a 1d4 to that. And you have 1 more attack. Uh, 14 will hit. So you put a good pepper of arrows into that Minotaur. It's
How's it looking?
It's looking like it started to take some damage. That was a pretty solid round of shots against it. It definitely kind of, as it started to lumber forward, those 3 shots in a row kind of staggered it back. Yeah. Do you want to move?
Kellic will just stare it down and bird blink. No, Kellic's not gonna move anywhere.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Teresa.
Okay. Let's see who's closest to me. Now what I'm gonna do, I am gonna wait. That's concentration. Never mind. I'll be useful today. I'm gonna touch Xanthiel and cast haste.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
Wait, doesn't haste give... Oh my goodness, it gives AC.
Yes,
And,
it is.
oh my god, it gives AC and an additional attack. So
I have 28 AC now. Holy shit.
so this lasts for 1 minute and is a concentration spell.
Ah.
Yes. So I'm concentrating on that. I'm gonna back up over here. I don't want to
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll note that the chest has stopped cycling through colors and is now just giving off kind of a low glow.
These are pillars, right?
Yeah, I guess yes, they can
Okay.
technically block
I
things.
think that I'm good here. Well, I'll stay here. It's my turn.
Cool. So this Minotaur is gonna go. And it can't do what it wants to do right now. Oh, but it can. Let's see. How far can it? Oh, I'm on the light menu. Why am I in the light menu? Don't do that. Oh, it can do it. So it's going to, let's see, it's going to go 10 feet and then 25 feet. And it is going to charge Sebastian. Can I roll that? Doesn't do anything. Whatever. And it is going to do a gore attack as part of its charge. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
Well, that is unfortunate for that Minotaur skeleton. So yeah, it kind of dodges around the pillar and then charges at you, and your armor deflects it. Next up is, let's see here. I have to go in a straight line, so this one is going to attempt the same thing. It's going to charge and gore. The gore attack will get an 11, which I don't think hits you.
Nope.
Let's see here. 10, 15, 30. It's going to jump down here, kind of like come and hop over the stairs, and it will attack Iku. It can't charge, so it's just gonna gore. And I don't think that's gonna hit Iku. Nope. From down the hallway, you hear the sound of a large stone person trying to squeeze through stone, and I think maybe Kellic and Sebastian, you can maybe make out the form of Keshma kind of grinding through that hallway, but she is slowed considerably. And that is, she can just kind of make it to the doorway before she uses up all of her movement. Got another skeleton. This one is going to come for Yaza. It will get the charge. And will fall prone as it bounces off of the pillar. Yaza, it is your turn.
So it's prone right now, like over
Yes.
here next to me.
Yeah, like in
Which
its
means you get-
rage charging, it hooked its horn on that pillar and just kind of like swept itself down into the ground.
Nice.
Cool. Cool. So like I'm gonna stab it while it's on the ground.
Yeah, you are. Is prone... What does prone do?
You should be able to make melee attacks with advantage.
I thought
Or
that's what it
actually,
was.
attacks within 5 feet are made with advantage.
I thought...
Obeyed with advantage because it's prone.
Cool. Why didn't that search work? That was weird. Yes. So 25 will certainly hit. For 12 slashing damage. The 11, so you strike at it and your sword just kind of chips off of the horn ineffectually as it just kind of leers up at you with glowing eyes from the ground.
Yeah, so I'll just like shake her head and just be like, ugh. But that's all she's gonna do. She's not gonna move.
Cool. Belcorge gets to go. Belcorge is going to go to the middle of the room and float up to the ceiling. Such as to be hopefully out of range of anything. So he's about 25 feet in the air up by the top of the ceiling. I have to roll a d10 to see which of his eye rays he can try to use. He gets his sleep ray. So Sebastian, actually no. Belcorge is not worried about you fighting that Minotaur. He's going to try and sleep one down in the bottom of the room. Let's see, this is a save. That is a wisdom save. And I can't roll it for reasons. So that's fun. Okay. Saves, wisdom. And it passes the save, but just barely. And that will be Belcorge's turn. Next Minotaur. This one will go 10. It'll get up here, but it can't really do...
You know what? I forgot. I should have
What's
gotten an attack on the first Minotaur that charged me.
So that'd be that one?
Yeah.
Go ahead and take it. Is that like... Do you have a reaction attack?
Yes.
Okay.
From Polearm Master.
I think this guy's going to actually dash to here. That's a crit.
Heck yeah. Let's throw some Divine Smite on this bad boy. Where are you? Divine Smite. I will just... Oh, and it's 3d8 because they're undead. And it becomes 68 because it's a crit.
I'm moving this guy back because if you manage to kill this thing somehow, that changes the tactics. 23 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, you've put a hurt
Plus
on
the
that one.
13
Yeah,
main hit.
I got the 13 already.
Okay.
So you put a good hit on that one in front of you. So then this other one is going to come out of the doorway and charge up the stairs and jump down and get right in here. But that is its full action. That is all it can do. It is Iku's turn. Sebastian, do you remember how to play Iku?
Iku doesn't have a lot that she can do. She's got like fairly simple melee attack, and all of her spell like abilities are pretty much non-combat for the most part.
Yes. So do you want to play her, or do you just want me to do it?
I can play her. She's going to attack the nearest Minotaur with the quarterstaff.
15 will hit for 2 damage. Oh,
I don't remember if she gets a second attack.
it actually does 4 damage. Interesting. Yeah, she does 4 damage, so her staff whacks it really hard. Does a little more damage than even she expected. She does not have a bonus attack. Or she does not have a second attack. So I will continue on. These skeletons are mostly going to fill space at this point because they can't get around that pillar. Sebastian, it is your turn.
All right. How much reach do these guys have? Is it just 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
They appear to have stubby arms, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one that I crit.
Well, that'll hit.
Second attack.
That'll hit.
Bonus attack is this one.
And that'll hit. Ooh. And you, with that final bludgeoning attack, cave its skull in against, as you shove your spear in, or kind of pop the jaw off and the skull dislocates, and that Minotaur is dead.
Nice.
Neat.
And then you get charged by one that came out from the bottom corner, because there's a lot of these guys.
Cool. Well, I get a opportunity attack again.
Do you get 2 in a round?
Well, I've had my turn.
Oh.
Wait, you've had your turn? I haven't had a turn.
No, it's the bullshit of 5e rules. They say once per turn
Oh.
or round. It's dumb. Whatever, it refreshes on
Yeah.
your turn. Okay, so that'll do 8 damage. Now it's going to attack you. So you slice it as it comes in, but it gets to... Does the 16 hit?
Nope.
God damn. Fair enough. And these guys are just kind of filling in. As it turns out, they're big boys. Xanthiel, you're the end of the round.
Nice. Oh,
Miss Haste.
I know. It does mean that I don't have to buff myself to get 30 AC now, so oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to make a disc. That ups. It does? Question mark.
You're cutting in and out for me.
Sorry, there we go.
Spew it bomb.
Wow, that was a terrible roll. So,
whenever they enter it for the first time or start their turn there, they have to save against 15 damage, right?
I believe so.
They just, yeah, wisdom saving throw. What's the DC? 16? Cool. Great. So that's your action. Do you move or bonus act? Or take your second action?
I don't have a second action, I don't think.
You're hasted.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, shit, okay. That's a concentration spell. So, I guess... less concentration? Fuck it.
Yeah, so you get one weapon attack. You can dash, disengage.
Oh, I can't
hide.
use the spell.
The rule is if you cast a spell as a bonus action, you can only use a cantrip as your action.
That wasn't a
Yeah.
bonus action, though, was it? That was just an action and then a second action from host.
I'm gonna say rules is written if you don't bonus act spell and you have haste, you can take 2 spell actions as long as they're not both concentration.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
So with your action, your first action was your spell. Your second action is either an attack with a weapon, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Oh, is that
Huh.
is that per haste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per the haste.
Oh, okay.
Never
Yeah, fair
mind.
enough.
It's not a free action, so no, you can't cast that spell.
All good. I will just clonk them on the head with. I had a special mace, but I don't have it in my inventory anymore for some reason.
The special thing about that mace is the fear effect.
Oh, okay, cool. Bonk.
An 18 will hit. For 8. It actually does 8
I'm just-
bludgeoning damage.
I'm just gonna keep rolling ones. Fuck it.
Go for it. Do you have a bonus action?
No.
Cool.
Well, I would if I could charge, but I cannot. So.
You done?
You want to
Yep.
come over here so you can hit both of them?
Sorry. Yeah. Do that.
Okay,
If I
it is
can.
Kellick's turn.
Okay. So, oh, but now everything's so close. Damn it. Because the one that I was shooting at is the one next to Xanthiel, right?
It's this one.
I guess I could still shoot it without being at disadvantage. Or do I need to step back?
So that's 5-10 feet. Range.
I was about to do the same thing.
Range attacks in close combat. We make it's only if they're next to you. Yeah. So I think you're good.
Okay, so
Does this have firing into melee? I don't think this has firing into melee. Yeah, I'll just say you can make a normal attack.
okay, so then that's what I'm gonna do.
That'll hit. And then add 1d4. That does 11
And then
damage.
1d8.
And the second one will hit. For
Oh, was the other thing only for the very first attack of the combat?
Yeah, so he gets extra
Yeah.
damage to his first attack and gets a third attack in the first round. And that will kill that Minotaur.
Nice. Can I do as a bonus action now to move Hunter's Mark
Yes, you can.
to another one? Okay. So I'll do it to the one that was next to it. Like this one,
Gotcha. I'm just
that
giving
one
it
over here.
a little flame symbol. There. Cool.
Perfect.
Do you want to move?
No.
Okay. It is Teresa's turn.
Okay. Still concentrating. So I'm gonna do a good old shatter. Right here.
So I need to do a couple of Constitution saves.
Yes.
Okay. And then it does how much damage? 3d8 thunder damage, or half as much on a successful save.
Oh, really? That's
Save
terrible.
1, save 2, save 3.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
my.
useless.
So
To be
it'll-
fair, that's 2 ones.
Ooh, so that'll do.
Wow.
Yeah, that's harsh.
At At least I didn't upcast that.
The dice giveth and taketh. They all take 3 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. That was my turn.
The worst shatter ever. Well, that guy's dead, so let's get him out of the order. Next up is the one back here. Let's see here. The one right next to the 3 of you. Oh, they're not very bright. We are going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to attack Iku again. With a gore. And I'm guessing a 14 doesn't hit. Nope. That's exciting. Keshma is going to try to do something mildly silly. What is her strength? A lot. Yeah. She makes it to here, and she's going to try and grapple the skeleton next to her. This should be funny. She not? There we go. That's an 18. Oh man, grappling. I have to look that up, don't I? Damn it. Should have thought about this before I did it. Why is Control F not working? Thank you. Grappling. Special melee attack. Tested by the target's strength. Like, that will probably... You don't let me roll anymore. Why don't you let me roll anymore? Strength. Skills. Athletics. Oh! She fails. It beats the thing.
These things are rolling high.
Yeah, they are. So Keshma tries to grapple that guy, but fails. And I think that is her turn. So, next up, this guy is going to attack Yaza. The gore attack. How about a 17?
Is it
Nope,
standing
doesn't.
up?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it has to use all its movement to stand up. You're right.
Half its movement to stand up.
Well, it'll use it, and then it'll attack. Does that trigger an attack of opportunity?
I don't think so.
But it will have to deal with Spirit Guardians. So it needs to make a save.
Spirit Guardian entered on Xanthiel, so that one's probably not in range anymore.
I mean, the image covers it.
Right, Xanthiel moved.
Oh,
in the...
Xanthiel moved.
Yep. But I can't move the effect, unfortunately.
Beep. Oh, this guy should have taken a save then. Let me roll his save. What was the damage on that?
Like 15. Terrible.
Cool, that one takes 15 damage. Then, did the 17 gore attack actually hit you, Yaza? Nope.
Nope.
Okay. It is Yaza's turn.
Okay, Yaza is going to use her staff.
So drop your sword and swap to the staff.
Well, it's the staff of the python, so I'm going to use the staff to... I'm going to take my action and make it a snake.
Okay.
I thought it was going to... When I hit the thing, I thought it would bring up what it does, but it didn't. So I can use an action to speak to the staff's command word and throw the staff onto the ground within 10 feet, so I'm going to throw it on the Minotaur that just got up. The staff becomes a giant snake, yeah, in my control and has its own initiative count.
Where do you throw it?
I throw it on the Minotaur. Or like on the ground next to the Minotaur or whatever too. Or well, yeah, on the ground. Yeah, it says I have to throw it on the ground.
I guess it's gonna show up over here because that's the only place it can even fit.
That's a big ass snake.
That's a big snake. I'm gonna have it move on your turn just to save time. Its actions are to bite or to constrict. The bite attack does piercing damage, constrict does bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I brought all that stuff up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, so I guess I didn't think I was gonna do this, but I was like, we need more. So
I'm gonna just say take the snake's turn.
okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. So it's going to, that Minotaur that just got up, it's going to constrict it.
So it's a 20 plus 6 for the attack. So that'll hit. So you do 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, and it is constricted. It is restrained. So that's 32 damage. Not to the snake, darn it. 32 damage to the Minotaur. You hear bones kind of grinding and popping as that snake constricts that Minotaur, and it is currently restrained.
Perfect.
Do you want to move?
No, I'm going to stay here. But I just want to clarify for next turn, because it did take an action to make it a snake right now. But on my next turn, do I go and the snake goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. That's how we were going to play it.
I'm just going to roll them at the same... I'm going to have you go at the same time like I do with Teresa, because I don't want to add even more to the initiative order.
Sounds good. Okay, that's it for me, though, since I used that as my action.
Cool. So Belchor's still floating up above is going to try and do another eye beam. We'll see what Belchor's gets. 8. Petrification Ray. Belchor's is going to try and petrify this guy. And that is a dexterity saving throw? Okay, sure. And it fails. It begins to turn to stone and is restrained. And at the end of its next turn, we'll find out if it completely turns to stone. And that is Belcorge's turn. And you all hear another guttural chuckle from the beholder as it floats above. Next guy, Constitution save. Right, it's Constitution for Spirit Guardians? Or is it
Good
Wisdom?
question. I think it's a wisdom save. I'm just making sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
I got a 16. Does that pass?
Where do I see my 16 is safe.
Cool. So
So-
he passes, so he takes full or half damage.
I think half. If he makes a save, then he takes half.
Yep, okay, cool. So he takes 7 damage from the Spirit Guardians. And then he is going to attack Kellic. And that's not going to hit. So that was a good turn. Iku, it is your turn.
Iku will attack the Minotaur that's next to her and miss.
Yep, that won't do anything. Anything else?
Nope.
Constitution or Wisdom save for this Minotaur. That is by Xanthiel. 20 will pass, so it will take 7 damage.
God damn.
And
Things
then,
are rolling way too high.
it's gonna pretend to attack Xanthiel. And
Miss.
that'll miss. And it'll be Sebastian's turn.
Right. Going to attack this one.
That'll hit. For 9. 12 will hit.
Oh, really? Nice.
For 8.
And bonus attack.
And that'll hit too. For 20. You kind of knock half the rib cage off of this thing. It is not looking very good.
Neat.
It is that Minotaur's turn. It's
It
gonna
gets to make.
clap back at you.
After it makes a wisdom save.
Oh, you're right. Hey, I can fail. 15 damage as more chunks of bone just continue to fall off of this. One of its horns crack, but it's still just barely hanging on. It is going to not hit you. So that's exciting for me. This Minotaur is going to, hey, I get to charge. Yay. It's going to charge Sebastian.
I get an attack of opportunity.
Well, take it.
Holy shit.
Rip.
And we'll do Divine Smite again for 68 damage, radiant. Which I apparently rolled as Iku.
Yeah, that happens. Welcome to my life. So yeah, your smite reaction just kind of blasts a bunch of chunks off of that guy. It is not looking good. It passed the wisdom save for Spirit Guardians, so this guy is not looking great. And then it is going to charge and try to gore you.
Unfortunately, that does hit.
Okay, so the gore does... Why am I not seeing damage? I feel like I'm doing this all wrong, but that's okay. Actions. Gore does 2d8 plus 4 plus 2d8, so I'm going to roll 48 plus 4. Oh, there it is, because I'm looking at the wrong thing. So it's going to do 10, and then another 2d8. So it does a total of 17, which actually gets halved, because you are now resistant to piercing damage, so that's nice. But
I need to make a strength save.
yes. DC 14 strength save. And that'll pass. So it slams into you. And between the boon of this treasure chest and your natural strength, you just kind of shrug it off. Taking the damage, but that's it. Final Minotaur Skeletons, not final, second to final, starts within the range of Spirit Guardians, so we'll do another Wisdom save, and it fails. So it'll take the 15 damage. And then it'll just kind of attack Keshma, because it's the only thing I can reach.
Oof.
And it'll crit. Wow. Okay. I don't know what to do when I get to do damage. And it does 8 damage. That was underwhelming.
It does how much damage?
It does 18 damage total. Because it rolled poorly on the crit. Yep. It rolled a 1 and a 2 in
Nice.
there. So then it is the final Minotaur skeleton that can't do crap, and it's just going to kind of... Oh, it's going to attack the snake. That's what it can do. Ah, there's a snake there. Gore. Hey, I hit something again. I'm assuming that hits the giant constrictor snake. Yeah, it's got a DC or an AC of 12, and it does 20 damage. So it has 40 hit points left. And it is Xanthiel's turn.
Huzzah. I guess I will now try to fling a guiding bolt at the one nearest Teresa. And we'll... Oof,
That'll hit.
that's not a good... 13?
Yep. They have an AC
Oh.
of 12.
Oh jeez.
They're
Fair enough.
They're really big.
Yeah, that's a point. So I guess that's 14 radiant, and I get advantage on the next attack.
Yep.
I mean. So,
So that is your first action. You can take a second action. That is one of those physical actions because of haste.
yep. So I'll slap it with the met. I guess I'll try again because I get advantage. Yep.
Well,
Let's take the first.
15 will hit.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then divine strike as well. So
Ooh.
7 plus.
So 14 plus 4 is 18 damage. That guy is not looking great at this point. You're
It would be 14 plus the mace strike plus 4, I think. The first mace strike. If the 15... Actually, no, the 15 didn't hit, did it?
no, the 15 did. So it's 14
Oh,
for
it
the
did.
bludgeoning plus 4, so it's a total of 18.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah. So the bludgeoning flaming mace sloughs some bone off of that guy. And we are back to Kellic.
Okay. So Joe isn't going to make the session. That's okay, because I got a pro tip from him. Talk to him. Kellic is going to move, and he's going to walk up on the ceiling.
So fly up to the ceiling and walk on it.
Yeah.
You will take a attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity.
And what the heck? This one's actually going to try and hit you with a great axe, because why not?
That hits.
That's what I should have been doing the whole time. And that will do 20 slashing damage.
I think Kellic died. Not really, but he's not feeling good.
But it is now Kellic's turn. You are standing on the ceiling next to the beholder.
Okay. And so he's going to keep shooting at this one now that he's the...
This one
yeah.
is the one you've hunter's marked.
Okay, yeah, that whatever one is hunter's marked.
Yep.
I couldn't remember. I didn't know.
It's got that little
where.
fire
That's
symbol
one.
in the top corner, if you can make it out.
Oh, in the top corner. Oh, now
Yep.
I see it. Okay. Yep.
Uh, 18 will hit, because your attack bonus is freaking 12. Plus 1d4, so 16 damage. Yep. For another 12 damage. And that one is also starting to look bad, so basically everyone in melee range is looking pretty rough except for this guy up here. Just as a note about relative health of Minotaurs.
Nice.
Okay, and that's it.
Then it is Teresa's turn.
Woo. Too many people are in the way for the lightning bolt, but
God, I should have been great axing this whole time.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, you should.
I guess it's Shatter Electric Boogaloo. Right there.
Cool. So I get to make 3 more con saves. So the farthest 2 failed their con saves. And that's 20 damage.
Wow. Wait, it's not 4.
20, 20, and then 10. And that will wipe out this one. It shatters to pieces, and the other 2 are looking pretty rough. And I will get rid of the shatter token. So there's your action.
I just come over here if anyone wants to move into that spot. That's my turn.
Cool. That guy's dead. Why do you keep showing up in the turn order? Just go away. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to clean up my combat list. Oh, because I just need to delete you. Come here. No? Do I need to reload? Sorry. Okay, I can't select you. Whatever. Oh, because I'm dumb. That's why. Okay, so the top Minotaur skeleton, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna roll my d6 again to see who it attacks. It's going to attack Teresa. Do I get to pick anybody? Yes, I do. Does a 10 hit you, Teresa?
Does not.
And then let me make my con save or wisdom save because I should have done that first. That'll pass.
Of course.
Good lord.
It has a -1.
I think a 19 is still going to pass because it's like a DC 16, right?
Yep.
Keshma. What do you get? You get multi-attack. Huh?
It still takes damage on a past save.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Takes half damage.
It's 7 damage, right? Yeah. Okay.
Half of 15, yeah.
Yep, so it's not dead yet, but Keshma's gonna wail on the Minotaur in front of Sebastian with her fist. And that will splatter that Minotaur to pieces. And then she's gonna move up and attack the one by the... no. She's gonna attack the one that's got the petrification started. And hit. And hit it, but not do a whole lot of damage. And that is Keshma's turn.
It's still vulnerable to bludgeoning, right?
Oh yeah, isn't it? Sorry. So that's 16. Thank you. It's still not dead. Did I just do 16 plus 8? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. It's not dead either way. The guy that's grappled is going to, or this one is going, who is restrained by the snake. It is going to make a escape check. Escape DC 16. I think that's strength athletics. That makes sense. So let's go to skills, athletics. And it will fail. So it is still restrained and grappled. And I think that is its turn. Yaza, it is your turn.
She's going to stab the one that's grappled.
Okay. That'll crit. That'll almost get it. I don't know why it just did that.
She's going to attack it again.
Cool. And that will hit. And it crumples in the constricting grasp of the giant snake and is dead. Then it is,
Great.
I think, also your snake's turn.
I was going to say the snake can go now, right? So
Yep.
the snake will go to the. Actually, how far can it move? 30. Okay. So it will move up to that one that's on the other side of me. And it will try to constrict it.
So I think it can get to about here. Like, just on the geography of the room, those two minotaurs kind of block movement.
Okay,
yeah.
Then the other one.
Sure.
Whatever one it can get to, it will go.
Sure. Which attack? The bite or the constrict?
Constrict.
So it's +6 attack. That will hit. So it's 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, and this guy is grappled. So that's 28 bludgeoning damage. Again, as you hear unsettling sounds from within the coils of that snake. Anything else?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
So, like, if Yaza wanted to move on next turn, can she, since the snake is now constricting the Minotaur, isn't it kind of like on top of it, or like next? Yeah.
I mean, the mental gymnastics of, I'm going to consider the giant constrictor snake an ally. Just to kind of give you a thing, like, the reason I wouldn't let the snake go up here is because this space just isn't enough clearance with the pillar there. But, like, if you want...
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So if
like,
you wanted
if I want to
like,
move, though.
here, that could work.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like,
Okay.
if I moved, I mean, because Yaza already went, but, like, if she moved on next turn. Okay, that's all.
Cool. Okay, so that would make it Belchor's turn, and he is hovering, I think, above Teresa. He's going to do what he does, which is roll his eye beam.
Oh, wait, did I move? I was supposed to be over here.
Oh.
I said press something. That was my bad. I was supposed to be over here.
5 is an enervation ray. And it's going to do it to the nearest Minotaur. It has to make a con saving throw. That was actually Belchor's, but whatever. It's Belchor's con modifier. Oh. Better than the Minotaur, so it fails. So it takes 48 necrotic damage. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Resistant in any way to necrotic damage?
Yeah, I'm looking. Nope.
I think most. Really?
They are not.
Huh. We'd run it.
Yeah, for some reason, some dead or not.
They have kind of...
It's 5e.
There's no template, so it's all creature by creature. And this one is not resistant to necrotic. So I guess bonus points for you guys.
Oh.
That's Belchor's turn. It is the Minotaur up top's turn. He has 2 targets, so he will roll 1, 2, 3 for Kellic, 4, 5, 6 for Yaza. He's going to attack Yaza with his axe. How about a 21?
That'll hit.
This dude is the MVP of the Minotaurs, by the way. He's hit twice with his great axe because he finally figured it out. That's 20 damage, Yaza, as he brings that massive axe to bear. And then con save, wisdom save. He takes 15 damage from the Spirit Guardians. Because those things are ridiculous. Iku's turn.
Iku will attack with the quarterstaff.
And miss. Sad. Anything else for Iku?
Nope.
Hey! Save. Wisdom. Fail. Dead. It doesn't get to act as it is obliterated by the Spirit Guardians. Next guy.
To be fair.
Yeah?
I was going to say, to be fair, that's pretty much her whole strategy, is to just turtle up in a corner so that they can't actually hit her while she just kills them very slowly with passive damage.
And I have to do a dex save for this one, which it passes. So, on a success, the effect ends. So it is no longer petrifying, but it also has to make a wisdom save, which it fails. And despite the fact that it shrugs off the petrification, it is torn apart by the Spirit Guardians, which takes us to Xanthiel.
Oh, alrighty. Well, there's still that one north of us.
Wait a second.
What's
Where'd
up?
my turn go?
Your turn got eaten by button licking. So it is actually Sebastian's turn. Sorry about that.
Got up.
Alright. I'll go up here and attack that guy.
Did I just delete one from the turn order? I did. But he already went. Whatever. You're attacking that guy. Okay. 23. Yeah. You know what? Let's see here. 23 plus 20. Yeah, the first attack was enough to kill him. The 23 for 12. The second attack, 23 for 12, was enough to kill him.
Okay.
So he's gone. So you have dispatched that foe as well.
Alright, cool. Now I'm done with my turn.
Well then, we seem to be running low on Minotaurs, aren't we? I think I can get to about here.
I mean, you're... So I just see mice waving around. Yeah.
What's the that icon on the left, top left of the bottom Minotaur?
It is constricted by the giant constrictor snake.
Aha. Well, because I
It's
moved.
restrained, so you should have advantage on restrained creatures, I believe.
I think it's technically grappled.
Because I moved 20 feet, I get to make a charge strike, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Charge, but it doesn't have a...
Yeah, so the hooves will hit for 14
For a whole 7
damage.
Wait, 14?
Bludgeoning.
Oh, right.
The charge, does that actually give an attack, or what does that do?
No, that's her ability, but apparently it's looking as an attack.
She charges with the hooves. I got it.
Yep. So that's a bonus action.
Do you also neigh while doing it?
I refuse.
The mace will hit for 16 damage.
I think I'm still hasted too, so I get another attack.
Yep.
Oof,
That
that's
will
gonna
hit.
be- Well, oh, okay. I'll take it.
And that, you deftly manage to basically club and trample the skeleton inside the constrictor's...
Grasp somehow.
Yeah, and that's the end of that one.
Oh, and that's all my turns. Or actions.
Cool. Then Kellick's go.
Okay, so since Kellic is now on the ceiling, he's just gonna like walk a little further on the ceiling to get a better shot at this Minotaur. Okay, I can't move Kellic anymore.
Are you on the character selection, or are you on a different selection? On the little token bar on the top.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. I'm retarded. I was definitely on something different. Okay, anyways.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, so he's just going to move further away, but he is going to then move Hunter's Mark to this one.
Cool.
As his bonus action. And then he's going to shoot at it.
I am shocked.
Shocked, I tell.
I don't know why I just rolled with advantage.
Well, either of those would hit, so do damage.
Okay.
So 6 plus that's 7. And that's a crit. For 13 plus 4 is 17. This guy is hanging on by a thread.
It's a crit. That D4 should be 2d4.
Does Hunter's Mark crit?
I don't...
If you crit all damage associated with that hit, you double your damage die.
Fair enough. If that's the case, you have, as Kellic, destroyed the last Minotaur, right? No, there's no more Minotaurs.
Yep, their MVP was the last one to go down.
Oh man, you guys missed it in 3 rounds by 1 turn. Oh, I thought that was going to be a 3-round fight. So that has cleared the room. There's now just piles of Minotaur bones everywhere, and the sarcophagus is unlocked.
All right, I'm going to.
Kellic's gonna see if he can sense or smell any precious gems or metals.
Kellic gets the definite whiff of precious materials from inside the sarcophagus.
He darts over, flies over as fast as he can.
So I think, Sebastian, were you also going to the sarcophagus? Or were you doing something else?
Yeah, right after I use lay on hands to top off my health.
So while you lay on hands and turn to go to the sarcophagus, Bird Boy just whoosh comes down.
Wait, aren't you all at full health? Sorry.
No. Kellic or Yaza isn't, and I don't think Sebastian is. I don't know.
Oh, I can just prayer of healing, if that'll be more efficient.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Everyone gets 13 hit points.
Yay.
Yep, that does it for me.
That's almost all the damage I did this combat.
Sorry.
It turns out Minotaur skeletons are CR2,
Oof.
funnily enough.
They sound much more intimidating than they were.
You know,
Yeah, they looked really impressive.
it's more that there's 10 of them, right? Which,
Right.
yeah, I have mixed feelings about that encounter. I feel like Minotaurs need a big space. Anyway.
Also the snake is going to go back to the staff. I'm going to speak my command word, and it'll be the staff again.
You're going to talk to it in parcel tongue?
Exactly that.
I mean,
Yes.
she would be a Slytherin. Okay, so Kellic opens the lid, and the sarcophagus is filled with salt to the brim.
Kellic starts to dig.
So as you kind of rustle around, you find 10 opalescent bracelets made from the shell of a flail snail. They're worth 75 gold each. And you can kind of feel a cloth item rustling around as you grab all of these precious gem things.
Calic doesn't care about the cloth. He just will take all the, like, he's trying to hold on to all the opalescent gems.
I'll take the cloth thing then, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll
because
have a
he's
look
not
at it.
going to say anything about the cloth either. He's just like, let me get all the gems.
Cool. So
Oh.
as you grab the robe out, that is what it is. It is a robe. It is a robe of scintillating colors. But as you pick it up, slime pours from the folds of the scintillating robe and takes the form of multiple flail-like pseudopods. A female voice echoes through the chamber. I can help you. At least, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And you feel a presence trying to enter your mind. Do you accept it or resist?
Well, first I'm raising my eye at the slime that it's like fucking getting everywhere, but yeah, I'll accept it. Why not?
Okay.
Well, but it has to compete with the spirit that I already have, which gives me a sonic blast.
Oh,
I'm
I have to roll a
entirely sure
die.
what-
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 chance. New spirit is, or how about you roll the die? New spirit is, well, do you want even or odd for the new spirit?
I don't know, even I guess.
Even is the new spirit. Give it a roll.
Hey!
And there it is. So you feel, I have notes. Yes, I do.
I had the crazy monkey dude.
You had Wongo,
What's the name? Wongo,
the
yeah.
Sioux monster. Oh yeah, Obalaka. Yeah, the Sioux monster and the Zorbo. I keep confusing them. So you feel this snail-like presence and the Sioux monster fighting, and eventually the snail overpowers and pushes out Mr. Wongo. You lose.
Snail beats Wongo.
Snail beats Wongo. This is the spirit of Unk. She gives you the following features. So her personality is self-absorbed and indecisive. Her inherited flaw is that she is incapable of making decisions. And your constitution score becomes 23 unless it is higher.
Jesus. Okay. It is most certainly not 23, but... What the heck? Yeah, my con was 14.
And I leave it up to you to figure out how the heck that works. The mace also no longer works for you except as a mundane mace.
To be fair, I was already using it as such, but yeah.
And a robe of scintillating colors in 5e, because this is in every version of every game ever. What does this bad boy do? It has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 at dawn. While you wear it, you can use an action and expend a charge to display a shifting pattern of dazzling hues. Until the end of your next turn, during this time, the robe sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Creatures that can see you have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. In addition, any creature in bright light that can see you when the robe's power is activated must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be stunned until the effect ends.
That sounds like something for Teresa, probably. Given that I don't think I can use robes very well.
It only works for you, because it is
Dang
tied
it.
to Unk's spirit. Each of these magic items, their effect that is non-mundane is tied to being inhabited by the spirit.
Huh. Bugger. I wear plate armor, so that's not gonna roll very well. Guess I'll just put the robes in my pack.
Yes. 23 con is pretty darn nice.
Yeah, that part's fucking sick. I'm making a custom effect to try to alter my attributes right now because entering it manually doesn't work. The game's just like, no, that's bullshit.
I still like the strength one. I think that one's hilarious.
The one where Gale is suddenly the strongest character in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Get on his level, Marikana. Jesus.
I'm just trying to figure out who has that. That was Kubazan. I don't even have any notes. I don't think anybody even took that item. I think that was back when everybody was not accepting spirits. So, Sebastian, do you have a spirit at this point?
I do not have a spirit.
Okay.
Yaz's tried to get like 3 of them, but she's stuck with this piece of shit she's had the whole time.
I remember that.
Oh, are you carrying all the other crap, Yaza?
I don't think so. I think I was pissed and I just threw it.
You
That's
have
what
the
I think
you
Yaz-
have the amulet of Papazotl. I know that.
Is that what makes me invisible at will?
No, that is Moa. I don't.
One way or another, we are carrying all the objects.
What was that?
One way or another, we are carrying all the objects.
Yeah, I just need to actually like
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
at
we
them.
are.
I'm gonna take a moment just because this is a good moment to do it, and
If it helps, I have the ring.
let's see here because you guys have
ring
done
of
that one.
protection.
Oh, I have to look at different maps. I have to look at tombs and see who has what. Because we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've done 7 of the 9 tombs. So I know somebody has the Jin item. I think maybe Kellic has that. No, Sebastian, you refused Jin. I have a note about
Okay.
that. And then Yaza has the amulet of Papazotl. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's all of them. Because we have not done. Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's. Yeah, so you guys do have the items of Jin and Papazotl, but nobody is inhabited by those. And Yaza, I'm afraid I don't have notes, I don't think, on the ones you didn't succeed on swapping out.
Neither do I, but I know that I've tried as many
Yeah,
as
you
I've gone
tried
up to.
twice.
I think I've tried 2 or 3.
I can probably go back and check. Yeah, so I'm just going to write carrying notes on a few of these. So yeah, you guys are carrying Ijin's tomb. Where are you, Ijin's tomb? Just in case. So many pages. That is 35B. Treasure. A horn. There is a spiral horn from Jin. Although I think you refused that one, Sebastian. And then the other one would be Papazotl, which was the Eblis. That was the room with the chariot in it. And that item is in room 22, which was a amulet of health. Yeah. So I don't know if that matters at all, or if you want to do anything with that info. And that is all of the contents of that sarcophagus.
Good job, team.
Nice.
And Belcorge is just kind of floating around, being creepy.
I say I'm liking this +7 to my Constitution saving throw now.
Yeah, you're finally on my level.
Ooh,
I know,
there's the
right?
shade.
Yeah, but you probably got more hit points than me now.
I have no idea how to adjust that. Like, it didn't adjust on its own with my Constitution score for some reason, and I don't know what it should be at 23. I'm guessing it would round down to 22, but
Yeah.
If it's coming from the item, you can actually add a custom effect, so that you don't have to change your stats.
I don't think I have a custom item, but we can
I did a
Yeah, you
probably
gotta
figure
make
it out
it.
later.
Because I made it from, I made it myself from the item that I have here.
okay.
So
So like
hopefully,
you go to effect, and then you pick one and you click add, and it should have a drop down of a list of effects that you can plug into it.
Yeah, I see. Nice. Okay, we'll try that. Because, yeah, I tried adding it as a custom effect, and it did override my attribute, but not with the full effect. Oh, managing active effects within an owned item is not allowed.
I can
Oh,
figure it
that's
out. Yeah. I can figure this out. I just need to do that. Effects. That doesn't matter. I think we're just gonna. It's what, you're level 10. So what was your prior bonus
What do you, my prior bonus
to con?
to
What was your prior con bonus?
3.
So it's 7. So you would get 40 hit points.
40? Jesus,
Or
okay.
you get 4 per level.
Oh, right.
Because it's your level. It's your die plus your con bonus is your level up hit points, right?
Okay, so it'd be at 113, I guess, max now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Feel healthy.
M-tank.
You were already the tank.
Oh, only by AC. If she actually got hit, it kind of hurt, but...
So I'm hoping I deleted a bunch of walls because I didn't want to deal with secret doors. So hopefully you can see all of the side chambers now.
All the bone.
All the bones. I think the visual speaks for itself, but each of these side chambers is full of piles of the remains of whatever got locked in with these Minotaurs.
I checked to see if any of them need first aid. Probably not.
Probably not. Teresa, you notice, and Sebastian going down that hallway, or behind that particular location, there is a hallway extending out into the tomb.
Ooh. Well, I will step in.
Can I search the corpses for loot, like gold or anything like that? Or I suppose Kellic would have smelled them out.
Sure, but there's nothing there. They're just bones.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can spend time doing it, but yeah, you don't find anything.
Good. I take a skull and then I leave.
It's a dismissive way. Teresa and Sebastian, as you walk down this hallway, you hear a faint ticking sound as you get closer to the bend in the corner. And as you round the corner into this room, you see a wooden cabinet with a numbered dial at its top, set with 2 ornate metal spokes. Beneath the dial, a pendulum swings inside an open compartment. This is a grandfather clock. There's an egg-shaped stone adorning the pendulum's tip.
I'll approach it and take a look at it.
Yeah, so you see in the open compartment, I'm sorry. Why does it say... Oh, it is... Okay, sorry. The pendulum is inside an open compartment that is... Yeah, sorry. So yeah, it's basically a grandfather clock, and you can see the pendulum swinging. There are some bronze chimes inside it as well. And right now the clock is just ticking.
Does the clock? Well, what time does the clock currently say?
It is... Gonna make me get my spreadsheet out. Gonna get my spreadsheet out. It is 10 minutes till 6 in the morning. Actually, wait a minute. Where did you guys long rest last? Was that up a floor?
I don't remember exactly where it was.
That was in the room with the bubble.
So you went to the... But you did that on the prior
The fortune
floor.
room.
Because, yeah, you did that, collected all the cubes, and then after the long rest, you immediately talked to the beholder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Cool. Then, or not cubes, or crystal eyes. So let me make a note, crystal eyes. And then coming down here, bunk. Sorry, it's actually 10 to 8 in the morning. So it's been almost 3 hours since your long rest.
Damn, we gotta get to some Denny's.
Oh damn. Damn. So what are you talking about? We got a Waffle House over here.
I don't know. I just picked the first American-sounding restaurant I heard of.
I'm gonna go to Perkins.
Fuck is that?
Perkins. I haven't heard that in a while.
At a Macca's.
Exactly the same as most of the others. It's just a regional name for a place that sells breakfast food 24 hours a day.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. See, but we all had Denny's, but we don't have Waffle House or Perkins out here on the West.
Really?
No Waffle Houses.
Oh wait,
Jesus.
I'm supposed to assume a particular time. Okay. No, I like my time. It's 10 to 8 in the morning.
Shoot. Okay. Is there anything unusual about the clock other than, I guess, its presence in this particular locale?
Well, I mean, it's quite bizarre, but aside from that, let's see here. Nope. It's a very nice ornate grandfather clock. They describe it in a way that's really confusing, but I'm just going to assume you all know what grandfather clocks are in character.
Yep.
Yep. They're clocks made out of
Yes.
grandfathers.
Which here would actually probably make more sense than
Yeah.
an actual nice grandfather clock. But yeah, it's slowly ticking, and the minute hand ticks over.
Hmm. I guess it seems accurate. I don't think I didn't exactly bring my stopwatch, so And I'm guessing I didn't spot any hidden doors or any business like that with a passive perception.
Nope.
Cool. Seems kind of weird to have a semi-hidden chamber with just a clock in it. Can I pick up the clock just to see if there's anything behind or underneath it?
Sure. You can lift it slightly off the ground to prove that it is not affixed to the surface, if that makes sense.
Take there's nothing underneath it or behind?
Yeah, it appears to be just freestanding in the room.
Huh, okay. I'll put it back.
Xanthiel and Daughters Moving Company. Did you bring your blankets?
I mean, she has blankets in inventory.
Well, there you go. All you need is a wagon and you're in business.
Oh. Well, I'm confused as to what to do with that one, so, Wait, there was a chest back there, wasn't there? Oh no, wait, I smashed that one. Damn it. I need to start opening those things without smashing them.
Just.
Well, I only have one left.
So at this point it is 8:53.
Oh wait, it's cycling through time pretty quickly then.
Well, I'm...
Because you said it was at 10 or something before, didn't you?
I said it was at 8:50, or 7:50, sorry. It was at 7:50, now it's at 7:53.
Uh-huh.
No, it does not appear to be moving quickly. I'm just noting that time, like, you know, like it's the pendulum swinging and the clock is ticking over.
I'd bring over some using some bones that I picked up from, one of their cloves. I reach out and stop one of the hands from moving.
So you wait until it, like, is gonna tick over to 7:54?
Yeah, like tick over a minute or something, and then I'll, like, stop it from doing so.
So as you try to do that, you just feel, as the mechanism ticks over to 8:54, you feel just a steady pressure from the minute hand.
Huh. I'll just let it go there.
And it ticks down to 7:54.
Not sure then. Unless there's a way for my character to figure out how to do it. Or what's up with his place. I don't know.
I mean, this is probably a shot in the dark. Is there any sand in here?
I mean, there's dust.
Oh, well, never mind.
I cast guidance on Teresa. You're the one with the highest intelligence, right? You can figure it out. There you go.
I mean, I could try and figure out how this clock works. I'm trying to think. Maybe an investigation. I'll do that.
Hey, I gave it a shot. I just have no idea what I'm doing, so...
Here, I will roll an investigation to see if I can figure out how this clock works. And +4. Yeah, so that's a 20.
So are you physically investigating it or just mentally thinking about clocks?
In physically investigating it.
Sure. So as you move your hands over the clock, as you're kind of trying to, like, ascertain if there's anything interesting about it, the front compartment where they're when you reach out, it seems to just be open. As you put your hand out, your hand meets an invisible barrier, kind of where the pendulum and the chimes are. And as you feel around, you can feel a invisible keyhole on the front panel. It is
Interesting.
7:55.
So what happens when I try to touch it?
The keyhole? Or the...
Well, I mean, do we still have... We don't have the keys anymore, right?
No, the keys for the sarcophagus that you opened all kind of phased out of existence after it opened, I guess.
Okay. Do I have the knock spell? Let me see. Nope.
Somebody at some point had a wand of knock, but I have no idea where that went.
Had a what?
I specifically gave somebody a wand of knock like half a year ago. I have no idea which group ended up with that or what happened to it.
I'm reasonably certain it might have been Gal, just because Gal has like a bunch of wands and only ever uses the lightning one.
Okay. I mean, that would make sense. But I know I specifically planted a wand of knock in loot like months ago just so that you guys would have a wand of knock, but I have not kept track of where it went since I did that.
Yeah. I remember making fun of it because of the fact that Sarath already lockpicks everything anyway, because she was stealing everything to begin with.
Well, it works on magical locks too. Yeah, so I'm kind of... That's the next spell I probably should pick up then.
I think
yeah, like what could we put in here?
I could make a key with Fabricate. That seems almost like a waste of...
Yeah, that was
Fairly
gonna be
high-rank
my
spell.
next thing, is to fabricate something.
I still need raw materials to fabricate it from. Like, I could make it out of bone. We've got plenty of that lying around.
Did we pick something up from the other room?
I picked up like a bit of a skeleton to like use on the clock to see if stopping the hands from turning would do anything. So I could just use that. I think that'd count as raw material, right?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can use the skeleton to fabricate a skeleton key.
I know, right? I imagine I could get quite a few out of one skeleton, so I'll just make a bunch of different... Did it need to be a specific size for the keyhole, or like, well...
I mean,
not sure.
If you feel the keyhole, it is a specific, like, it's like, there's like, just imagine like if there's a front, like most grandfather or many grandfather clocks have like a front pane of glass that swings open. In this case, it seems like that pane of glass is invisible and you can just feel where a keyhole would be to lock the mechanism.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it, we'll do it. I will cast Fabricate and make a bone key and make copies of it as well, just for shits and giggles, I guess, because I have extra space.
Cool. So that takes 10 minutes? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and unless you guys want to, or like, I don't know, a vampire busts into the room or something.
Okay, so as you are conducting your Fabricate spell, when the clock hits 8 o'clock, the brass chimes all play out a haunting melody, and I need everyone in the room to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wow, cool.
All right.
And everybody in the room is within range of my aura.
Nice.
So that's a +4. Jesus.
+4.
If I fail, I'm gonna cry. Oh,
Jesus.
oh no.
This is 16.
Isn't that still a +4 to whatever you just rolled, or is it still a fail?
No, it's included in mine because it gets added into mine in D&D Beyond.
Ah, okay.
So is Kellic actually at a 18 then? No, 19, right?
He's at a 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Teresa and Sebastian, you both age by 10 years.
Oh shit,
Holy shit.
that's not good.
So,
Damn, that's a fucking good thing it didn't hit Xanthiel then, because she's like 10 more years and she'd be dead from old age. She's an old centaur.
You continue fabricating and end up with your keys. It is now 8:05 a.m.
Like just a bone key, I guess. Wait, because they aged, can I don't know, do restoration to like reverse that or something?
The effect can be reversed by a greater restoration spell within 24 hours of it occurring.
Oh, that's convenient that I have 2 of those ready to go then. I guess I'll turn the key or put the key in the thing.
go
And,
ahead.
yeah. Maybe you guys should stand back just in case it, like, I don't know, ages years again or something. I don't know. So you only have 2
Yeah,
fixed.
I will.
Yeah, I don't want you to age.
So y'all are stepping out of the room, basically.
Yep.
So Xanthiel,
Yeah.
So I'll just say that you're out of the range of the clock. Like, we'll just say that the room is the range of the clock for that effect.
Okay.
So Xanthiel, when you try to put your bone key in, it fits, but as you've just kind of randomly fabricated the key, it starts to turn but catches in that invisible locking mechanism.
Bugger. Oh well. Well, that didn't work. I shall cast Greater Restoration on Teresa and Sebastian, I believe.
Cool.
You get your 10 years back.
Yeah, I won't spam it, but yeah. I'll mark the
Thank you.
spells off. No worries.
That is an admirable effort, but you must find the correct key to open that lock.
Could not this be the correct key, though?
No.
Oh. You seem most certain about that.
I'm fairly certain about most things in this tomb. It was an admirable effort. I don't think we've had a visitor try to make quite so many keys that don't fit before.
Well, you know, you gave me quite a lot of material, so I figured, what's the harm? Maybe I could sell these in a market later.
I appreciate the effort from one craftsman to another, but not this time.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I just put all the keys in my backpack. Have like 100 keys. Maximum skeletons.
400 pounds of bone keys.
She could carry it. Why not?
You have a bag of bone keys. That's what I'm going to say is your inventory item.
I am totally adding that to my loot right now.
How long does fabricate last forever?
Yeah, like if I make the item, then it's
Cool. Yeah,
made
you're
and done.
just turning one mundane material into another shape. Cool. You have
Yeah, the only restriction is it has to be raw material.
Yeah. Sebastian, were you saying something?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. That might be a good place to pause before we get too into anything else because it is almost midnight here.
Yeah, it's
but
12.
Thank you all.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for running.
Thanks. Yep. Thanks.
All
for
right,
running.
good
Have
night.
fun. Thanks,
Good night.
everyone.
See ya.
Thank you.